Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, or good afternoon to you who are listening. My name is Tucker LaBelle. I'm the social media coordinator at the Field of Dreams movie side, alongside Director of Operations Roman Weinberg, on this beautiful Saturday afternoon for the return of the Bringin' It Home show. Now, as you'll probably note so far, you can't see us, but you sure can hear us, or me so far, and that's a good thing, because we're trying something new. Now, you all listen to podcasts, you listen to the radio, and there's something so sincere and honest about hearing someone's voice on the other side of your car stereo as you're driving down the road. So, with that, we're trying something new and having some fun, and hopefully you're listening to us on a long drive and hearing the latest baseball news. Roman?
Dreamers, how's it going? It is Saturday, the 17th of October. We are halfway through the month, and playoff baseball is in the air, continuing. Tucker's right. We're really excited to bring this new form of the Bringin' It Home show, but as always, give us your feedback. If you would like the old template to be brought back, please let us know. We're testing it out and always care about you guys and what you prefer. So if you prefer to see our darling faces every week, please be sure to let us know that. And as always, if you have any questions or anything, feel free to DM us either individually or through the FOD movie site social media pages. We are happy to answer any questions that you have. But we're excited about this, and again, it's just something that you can put on while you're driving to work or going home. So hopefully relaxing for you, but let's talk about MLB playoff picture, Tuck.
Let's. So my Dodgers last night, they pulled a strong one out. An amazing game versus the Braves. And I mean, it's been an incredible series so far. Close games for the most part. The Dodgers set a record with a 15-run first inning. That is remarkable any way you look at it in any type of sports setting. To score something like that in the beginning of a game in a competition is remarkable. So that was the only game that wasn't so close. The rest of the series between the Dodgers and Braves, as most people had anticipated, was to be a close one. Now, the interesting part is many people felt that the Dodgers would pull out the first several wins, and they may be close games, but the Dodgers would come out triumphant. Now, that's not the case. The series is now 3-2 in the favor of the Atlanta Braves, and for the Braves, this is an eager return to the postseason of baseball. Now, because of that, the Dodgers are fighting back just as strong. Last night, by winning, they stayed alive, they didn't lose the series, and they live another day to play tonight. Now, tonight, that's going to be the game that determines whether the Braves go to the World Series or the Dodgers live another day to fight on and have that World Series berth that they look for this year. But either way you look at it, guys, this series between the Braves and the Dodgers has been an amazing one. It's been one of home runs and exciting moments and fans in the stand. Now, that's something that we've all missed the entire season, but to have that and for the players to have that, you can tell there is some electricity in the air at these games. On the other end, Roman, Astros, Rays.
Well, it's crazy. Let me piggyback off that. I mean, this series, the Braves and the Dodgers, is one that I have been anticipating and just have been so excited for. So the battle on the field has been crazy. Atlanta Braves, Dodgers, both a lot of successes and several World Series titles. The Atlanta Braves, 3. So their last appearance was in the 90s, 95, I believe. So it's been a long time for them. They're anxious to get back. And right now all the pieces are in place with a young team to do so, but they got to go through those Dodgers. And as you and I have seen, and all of Baseball Nation, the Dodgers don't go out without a fight in the postseason, and for whatever reason, the World Series has been their home for the past several years. So we'll see, obviously with the exception of last year, but Dodgers, it's going to be crazy. I would be surprised if it didn't go to a Game 7. That's just my gut, and Roberts is one of the best managers in the league. So for him to have his team go down in Game 6, I'd be surprised. Let's just say that. So right now, the Astros and the Rays, and by the way, Kershaw's taking the mound for the Dodgers, and for the Braves, Max Fried. So we'll go ahead and see both of those pitchers today. And then that game actually tips off here. First pitch is at 3:38, so this afternoon. And then the evening game is going to be the Astros and the Rays. You can catch the first game on Fox Sports 1, the Braves and Dodgers, and then TBS for tonight's primetime game, Astros and Rays at 7:37. For the Astros, you have Lance McCullers and Charlie Morton taking the mound for the Rays, respectively. Both of these guys we'll see here win-loss so far in the postseason. 0-1 is McCullers and Morton is 1-0. So we'll see. Mullins is looking to get, McCullers is looking to get his first win in the postseason here. So interesting to see. But right now, their backs are against the wall and looking to clinch it out here in Game 7 of this series. The Astros pulled through yesterday in a convincing manner, 7-4. So it'll be interesting to see. But I think the Rays take it home today.
The Rays being the team, the underdog team that haven't made a postseason appearance in quite a bit of time, I think many people desire to see them in. On the other hand, as we've discussed, many people just don't want to see the Astros in. So I think a lot of people are pulling for the Rays really to come through and make the World Series this year. But at the same time, you have to wonder if it may end up Dodgers-Astros again. I think for a lot of people that would be the redemption that they want to see the Dodgers win. But I got to say, the Astros are sneaky. Somehow they keep winning. They keep ending up back where they are. They're a very, very solid team, even without the cheating that happened years ago.
Yeah, it's it's obviously a great point, and that's the one obviously conclusion that you look for. I think everyone is kind of hoping for that now that we got here. Obviously, everyone was hoping the Astros would be eliminated earlier in the postseason, but now that we're here, now that we're this far, and we are one game away from shoring up one of those opponents. And right now it would have to be 3 games here for the Dodgers to be able to clinch back. But to be so close to that rematch, I almost want to see it. But at the same time, it would be exciting just as a change of pace to see the Rays get back to the World Series. It's been so long for them. And their first playoff berth in, more than a decade, I feel like last year with their first postseason berth, and this year repeating their performance, showing it's not a fluke. It'll be interesting. But so catch that. We'll give our feedback on our own social media pages. Instagram, we have our own Field the Dreams profiles and our accounts, so go ahead and follow us there. We'll give feedback throughout those games here this weekend, but MLB coaching updates as well. So the platform right now, the White Sox have fired Rich Renteria. Not a surprise, 4 seasons, his 4th season as the manager for the club, and as a skipper, not too impressive. A 436 record, so sub 500 total throughout his 4 seasons. 236 and 309 as a win-loss record, with the first postseason berth being this year. And let's be honest, if the season was longer than 60 games, they would not be in the postseason. They hung on by the skin of their teeth, tied second place in their division, and the bottom fell out at the end of the season, and you could see that they were just grasping at straws when they got into the postseason. Yes, it was heartbreaking the way they went out, but at the same time, any other year, I think it'd be tough to say that they would be in the postseason even this year. So I get it. Renteria, hopefully, right now there are a lot of great candidates out there. Cora is still alive to be picked up, so we'll see who they go after, who they interview here in the upcoming months. But it's going to be an interesting offseason, and I don't believe it's the first or the last firing, I guess, of this year, with a couple already noted. So we'll go ahead and see how that shapes out. But the Nationals have extended Dave Martinez's contract as well through the end of the 2021 season. He has deserved it, obviously, with the World Series on his belt now, the World Series championship notch in his belt from last year. Obviously, this year kind of, frustrating for Nationals fans, but they've battled a lot of injuries. So, there's a lot of hope for this team. And I think 2021, you just look at battling back. This year's been just crazy for teams across the league. So I'm not sweating if I'm a Nationals fan. You still got a lot of promise. You still have a young team and a lot of promising players and prospects. So Definitely high hopes there. But let's look at the college realm of baseball. Tucker, I know you have some interesting updates for us.
Yeah, as sports continue, and being a college athlete myself, the biggest question continues of what will the college season look like in the spring? Now, football has returned, soccer has returned, all the fall sports have returned. The big question mark comes to basketball, winter sports, comes to spring, comes to baseball. Where do we sit as a country when baseball returns in the spring season? Will we push to the summer? What will happen? Many headlines from there are really currently developing. Ole Miss has just suspended baseball activities due to a COVID outbreak among the team. So just like Ole Miss, you have to wonder how many other schools and how many other baseball programs have this issue moving forward. With larger rosters, larger campuses, you're interacting with so many different people that it's bound to happen sooner or later. And you just got to wonder, how soon can we play baseball with the insight that there is going to be another outbreak of some type with the colder weather and the flu season coming around. So that's the biggest question right now. On a positive note, an interesting note at that, the colleges with the most players in the 2020 MLB playoffs. Now, this is a great list. Now, just moving down the line with some great headlines.
I'm ready.
No surprise, you have Cal State Fullerton coming in with 8 players currently in the playoffs. Great number there. Cal State always having an incredible, baseball program.
Now clarify, is this the start of the postseason, or is this current with the 4 teams that are remaining?
This was as of, I believe, this week. So that is the remaining teams, which is really interesting.
Yeah, that is impressive.
Straight down the line there, Vanderbilt is tied with 8 players, a major powerhouse SEC baseball program. Moving right down, you have Florida with 7, Louisville with 7, Mississippi State with 7, Stanford with 6, Arkansas with 6, North Carolina with 5, Oklahoma with 5, Texas A&M with 5, USC with 5, Auburn with 4, and my hometown Kent State Golden Flashes with 4 players currently in the postseason. Several of those players, I believe, my dad actually had in his classes and taught.
Wow.
So you got a little bit of a tie there to my own life, but always cool to see a smaller program, a MAC program, representing with 4 players currently in the postseason. So kudos to them, and best of luck to the Golden Flashes out there. Growing up in Kent, you have to love those guys. And aside from that, the rest of these teams are major teams: Big 12, Pac-12, ACC, SEC. So Kent State is the one outlying
no Big 10
organization there. No, I am not seeing any Big 10 on this list. One Big 10 would be Indiana has 3, and Maryland has 3.
Yep.
Neither of those being programs that I think of really big
prosperous
college
programs
baseball,
for
right?
baseball,
And that's just what it is.
Yeah.
As you move down, there's a lot of college baseball news, a lot of positives. Miami actually lands the top-ranked recruiting class. Now, Miami not being on that list of current MLB players in the playoffs, you got to think that may change up in the following years with a big recruiting class coming in as they are right now. Another major question I know in the back of everyone's mind is, will the college rules stay the same regardless of COVID-19 in the season to come forward? That I know is something that I imagine will be adapted judging upon the atmosphere and circumstances that we arrive upon in the spring. Now, a smaller piece of information and news that's really a great one, Northern Colorado, a smaller program obviously, adds the former Texas Rangers manager Jeff Bannister to the staff. And he has now been named the Director of Player Development at Northern Colorado. So you love to see something smaller like that, and to see him still in the game.
Yeah.
I just think it's a renewal in a way. It makes you feel good deep down. And they are the Northern Colorado Bears, I believe. I can't tell you exactly what division they are. I will tell you here shortly. I'm thinking they are a Division III school, but I could be wrong.
But I love that. I love to see someone with a prestigious career in the sport still giving back at that age, and after being connected with the sport for so long, wanting to give back to the next generation in this way. And he's not taking a step in the limelight here, but it's cool to see a program like that being able to get somebody high caliber like Bannister.
So correction there. So they are actually a Division I program. They're Division I FCS. So
Okay.
they are a smaller Division I program. But again, it's just really cool to see, a headline like that of somebody who's been in the game, like Roman said, for so long, giving back and continuing to be a part of it. So a little bit of feel-good news there. Best of luck to the Northern Colorado Bears and Jeff Bannister in the upcoming season.
We'll be looking out for them.
Absolutely. Aside from that, really, we've had a lot of deaths in baseball. And many of those touch the college game.
The past 2 weeks alone.
Yeah, I mean, it's just heartbreaking to see how many legends we've lost. Tom Seaver was USC's first member to make it to the National Baseball Hall of Fame, and he recently passed away at the age of 75. So our condolences, of course, to his family and all the other families of the Major League Baseball players who've passed away. Whitey Ford, obviously among that list, an absolute baseball icon, passed away a week ago. And he had a long and very, very prosperous, successful life, and really made a name for himself in baseball as a complete icon.
And Bob Gibson.
Yep.
Bob Gibson passed away, famous Cardinal, a couple weeks ago, so that was tough to see. It's just, it's hard, and you're going to continuously see that. Seaver passed away several weeks ago now. But, yeah, it's just been really tough. And, but at the same time, it's good to reminisce, if anything, and hopefully gives you an opportunity, if you dreamers out there are fans of these particular individuals and players, to go back and just watch some games. And I mean, especially now with the pandemic and everything kind of being cooped up inside still, kind of getting ready to bear down for the holidays and the winter, just to watch some of your favorite games or moments of those players. And Joe Morgan at 77 as well, we lost him. So with Cincinnati. So just a lot of sad news there for baseball, but for us, let's just look forward to an interesting World Series. Whoever it is, whichever two teams get there, I'm going to be excited and to see the outcome, and the fans in the stands has been great to see, very refreshing for the first time this season. So a lot of great stuff.
Moving on to some upbeat news and some exciting news that we are really excited to bring to you, and also a good closing point for the show and to send you guys off would be the Field of Dreams updates. Roman, you want to touch a little bit on what we expect from Black Friday this year?
Yeah, expect a lot in terms of sales for us. We're really excited. If you haven't come out to the field, this is your time to go ahead and grab your piece of the magic and bring it home, not only for you, but for your loved ones. We have a lot of great display art to either display in the home or the office, or FOD apparel as well. We have hats, shirts, long sleeve shirts, sweatshirts, anything that you could want. Go ahead and look on our website. That's fieldofdreamsmoviesite.com for all updates and information, and our online store is on that site as well. More details to come, so keep an eye out on social media. I don't want to give away anything there, but I will give away one sale that's coming up, which we're really excited about. If you're in the area traveling for the holidays here in the Midwest, maybe take that extra hour or half hour, however long, out of the way to come out to the Field of Dreams for 50% off home tours of the inside of the Field of Dreams farmhouse. That's good for the 27th of November, Black Friday, through Sunday, the 29th. So definitely take advantage of those. And tours will be available from 9 in the morning to 4:30 in the afternoon. Last tour starts at 4:30. They're good to start every hour, about a half hour long, but so good. Our tour guide staff does a phenomenal job at giving you a brief history on why the site was selected, some of the events that have gone on, some of the celebrities that have come out, and the story of the Lansing family as well that have owned it for over a century before selling it in 2012. So a lot of great history, a lot of great information. If you're a fan, Definitely encourage anyone coming out to the field to watch the movie either before or immediately after. It just kind of adds to it. And a majority of the fans that do come out do that. So definitely encourage that. But other than that, guys, we don't really have a lot going on. If you are local and looking for a special holiday party venue, our event center is giving away a special 50% discount for rental of our renovated barn that traces back all the way to the 1870s. So it's really phenomenal. We're really excited about it. I know Tucker and I have been in there, and our eyes just light up every time we go in there. It's truly a spectacular venue. The chandeliers were just installed. There is a final touch to the main level, and we're actually looking at getting a whiskey barrel bar constructed as well. So pretty cool stuff trying to add to the appeal. But if you're looking for a venue, Christmas party, holiday party, go ahead and look us up, fieldoftdreamsmoviesite.com for more pricing and information.
And along with that, guys, we'll close it out on this beautiful Saturday afternoon here. We are from Dubuque, Iowa, and we are enjoying, our time together. Enjoy your time with the loved ones, guys. Really live every moment to the fullest, as we always say, and never stop dreaming. At the same time, guys, with the cases rising around the country, please remember to mask up and protect your fellow dreamers around you, guys. We look forward to seeing you all happy and healthy at the Field of Dreams. Until then, stay connected on here and keep you guys updated with every bit of news.
Keep dreaming, guys.